The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Ready. Move ready. You got time. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Switch. Hey,
this is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Hey, high 7.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
King. Back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23. Yard line. At their own 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, Winston. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready, black 25 behind.
Winston now from the 50. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready, blue ready. 52, 50. Don't say nothing. Whip. Watch the wheel, even. Check.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning it is Moore. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over for... First and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Regular. 61, match.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. This one caught by Ridley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his target. That's more. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Cut. Point it right. Cut.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
No.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. It's caught here by Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Bravo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Move. Hurry. Run. 26, Mike.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And again this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my Hurry, hurry. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. King. Coming.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time. From the gun, Mayfield.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 23.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Moncrief. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of like a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. When we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Up. 26,
Mayfield off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
52's the mic. Hey, watch your leg.
Now here's Pollard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm coming.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Campbell making the catch. He's got the first down inside the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Now Mayfield on third and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2.
We own them. Showing up. Alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hey, Delta.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Carson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Winston. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The first down throw for Winston. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Throwing, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hurry! 26 Mike. We got to get the ball.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. Catch made here by Campbell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Mayfield keeps himself upright. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st down, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Paris Campbell, 56 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately... would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Right back to him on first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school of me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. One last shot now for Winston. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What up, bruh? You said the who? The lucky. The luckiest domino player, bro. He's a skill, big dog.
The luckiest domino player too?
Yeah, I'm smacking that nigga.
No.
Hey, nigga had me down 205 to like 95. We going to 250. I came back and won 250 to 235. The best comeback in domino.
Somebody is doo-doo.
But nah, Prince got one good comeback too. I had him down by like 70. And that nigga came back and was like, "Here comes Prizzle."
Oh no.
That nigga messaged me. Here comes Prizzle. I said, oh, okay.
Get off his grass.
So you know I had to hit him back with it. Here comes Fly. Now we be having some good games though, man. Hey, was you hot when I got the 90 piece about you though?
Hell yeah.
That nigga said 90 fucking points.
95, I think.
Oh my god, what was that, bro? Did you see how it like glitched? And the nigga like get the fuck out of here. What the fuck was that, dude?
Quit bitching. 83 overall.
Come on, man.
Pro.
Fucking right. Built from scratch, nigga. Let's go. Let's go. Work hard out here. To la gala. Go la gala.
I think I had a hold.
Oh, there's no dolphin.
Hey. Welcome
Nah,
the
nah.
new update already. I think I just got my first nigga upgraded to X Factor during the season. Let me see. One day nigga had to get 200 yards or 4 touchdowns.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to
What did I tell
you say that you proud of me.
Nobody in this league can do the things that I do. And I think I made
Gala.
that clear today.
Did you make that clear today? How'd you make that clear today?
How does it feel to have one of the best receivers in the NFL?
Real dumb right now.
Development trait upgrade. Paris Campbell is now a superstar X-Factor and can use his own ability. This game. They are shitting on Ed Dixon with every fucking pass they drop, bro. This nigga Ed Dixon is little as fuck.
He was just scuffing, nigga. 21 nuts.
Do over there, Bezos?
21 nuts.
Hey, your boy A1 said there's too many chisels in the league.
Yeah, he was mad.
Well, we gotta get that new guy out, cause there's only 2 originators, goddamn. New guy gotta go.
Nigga to name himself Bizzle Frizzle.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that nigga has some coffee or something, man. Nigga all amped up.
Right.
Nigga done found some cheese.
Supposedly that's the only nigga in the league that nigga got 7 L's.
I never done this before. Yeah,
But that nigga got
The deuces like that too. I'm
Campbell got double.
and then disappears for 2 months at a time. Completely gone.
That nigga do be going on the hiatus. Him and his boy Tony too cool.
Fuck. fucking mask off. Hey.
We building something real nice up in here in Atlanta.
Pretty close. Y'all ain't seen Fly?
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Oh my god, that shit lightweight stopping everything, ain't it? Like every fucking play I run like fucking 4 different types of plays. My nigga, that shit stops everything. That nigga just lined up in the same exact shit, set these niggas up in the same exact way, and that shit literally worked against everything. That was good.
No, we just blitzed everybody on that one. That's probably the first time I worked. I blitzed every linebacker.
I should have the move on that goal line on third down, but I don't know why I didn't. I tried to dip on. I know better too. I know like since I could pass before that and they murdered this on. What the fuck?